Ciao everybody! Today we're going to be making Italian wine cookies. These are really very traditional cookies. They're called Ciambellette di vino. They're made with two types of wine. Either you can make it with white or you can make it with red. Okay, today I'm going to make it with white. I prefer them a little bit more. They're more delicate, good for a cup of coffee, good for after dinner. You can also add about half a teaspoon of anise seed if you like that licorice taste to it. Here in the family we don't like it, but they are sold both ways. Very simple ingredients. We're going to now go ahead and show you. Everybody in the household has these ingredients. Okay, let's go ahead and show you these ingredients right here. Okay, so we have our half a cup of white wine. Again, it could be red or white. We have a half a cup of sugar. We have a half a teaspoon of baking powder. We have a pinch of baking soda, and we also have a quarter teaspoon of salt. And next to that, we have our 1/3 cup of oil. And to finish, we have 2 1/4 cup of flour. Okay, and here we're going to go ahead. Oh, and we also have a little bit of sugar in a flat bowl or a flat surface, because we're going to be dipping our cookies in this. Okay, alrighty. So let's get going with the very simple recipe. We're going to start with our wine, and that's a 1/4 cup of our wine. We're going to get our sugar. Half a cup of sugar. We're going to put in our half a teaspoon of baking powder, pinch of baking soda, and our 1/4 teaspoon of salt. There you go. And to that, we're going to add our 1/3 cup of oil. And we're just going to give it a mix with our fork. Very simple. No mixer or nothing. As you can see, we're getting that mix there, and we're going to start adding a little bit at a time our flour. You don't want to do it all at once. It just will become a big bunch of like gluten, because remember, we are using white flour. These, unfortunately, I haven't tried it yet with the flour, like a wheat flour or a darker flour, but we can give that a try sometime. These are just traditional. You're going to only eat 1 or 2. And here we are. We're mixing that all together. And you can see it's coming together. We're also going to add this. Oh, we have our bells ringing. It's 11:15, and our bells here in town ring all the time. It's such a beautiful little sound. Keeps us going. Oh, it's 11. Oh, it's 12. Oh, gosh. We get them till 8 o'clock at night. All right, so here we go. We're almost there. We're going to put the last of it in. Okay. And as you can see, it's coming together. Now, once it comes together, okay, what I recommend is that you start using your hands at this point, because you want to start feeling the dough. This is how simple this is. Just a little fork. So now, without putting it on your board or anything, you can keep mixing it in here. Oh, the consistency is beautiful. And the smell of the wine, oh, fantastic. And when they're baking, you should see what's going to happen. All right, so here we are. And the other trick to this is, as soon as it's all come together, as you can see here, okay, it's all come together. What we're going to do, we're going to add just a little bit of flour on the board. Just a little bit of extra flour, not too much. We don't want these to taste like flour. We want these to taste like a really nice wine cookie. We want to taste that wine. Okay, you don't want to knead it for too long. Probably, I'd say 10 little passages, like, you know, you can count 1 and then 2, and keep, you know, so on and so forth. You'll start feeling it. It's all going to come together. There it is. So, the cookie is almost done. Now we're going to be rolling these out. And all we're going to do is place them on the board. Clean off your counter. You don't want any extra flour if you really don't need it. There you go. So, we've got our little flour. Add just a little bit. Oh, you can't roll them. If you put flour on the board, you're not going to be able to roll them. All right, so then you want to get your cookie sheet, line it with a parchment paper. And you want to get your little sugar ready, because this sugar you're going to be dipping in your little thing. And here we go. Look how nice that is. You can see, very soft. You want a soft dough. Now, how long do we want to make these? Normally we make them about, let's say, 5 inches, and you're going to eyeball this because it's not something like each one has to come out the same. You want them a little thicker? Roll your dough out a little bit cookier. And here we go. So I'm going to make them about like this, turn them around, seal them, take my sugar, wiggle it in, and place it on your cookie sheet, like so far. So here we go. We'll go again, okay? Here we go. All right. Woo! We'll probably get 2 of these here. I want to show you, so I want to make sure that this bowl's not in the way. But you get my idea. There it is. By the way, your oven, start setting it at 350. And these will cook about 25 to 30 minutes and till they're nice and golden. So we're going to go ahead and finish off our rolling of our, we're going to go ahead and finish up our rolling, okay, and put them in the oven for the 25 to 30 minutes. Right, and we'll see you back here with our cooked cookies. And they are cooled down just a little bit, I must say, about 10-15 minutes, and I'm going to show you them right now. They look wonderful. They smell beautiful. As you can see, they're golden on that side and golden on the top. Usually this little piece gets a little bit more golden. Okay. Oh, they're just wonderful with a great cup of coffee. I hope you enjoy these as much as we do. I'm going to give one a taste test, of course. So normally, like I say, they're very soft when we're making them, but then the crispiness comes in. Delicious, excuse me. Delicious. Great with a cup of coffee. Great with a little bit of nice glass of wine dipped in there. So I hope you enjoy this recipe as much as our family does. Like I say, I make these every week. So any questions? Again, don't forget to subscribe to Marisa's Cucina Italiana. Also, Marisa's Cucina Italiana, blogspot.com. But don't forget, subscribe. Every little subscriber helps me out. And thanks very much for watching. Bye. Don't forget, manja manja.